Hello and welcome to all you dear Librans. This is your monthly horoscope for September of 2021, and for the early born Librans, happy birthday. For some of you this is going to be your birthday month as well. Now let's have a look. It's really your month, Librans. Not just because it's your birthday, but because the Mercury retrograde that is going to happen is happening in your sign. And it's one of the retrogrades. Every retrograde is different, right? Yes, it's not the ideal time for contracts, whilst Mercury goes backwards, which in this case will be at from it goes backwards on the 28th of the month, and then on the of September, and then on the midst of October it goes direct again. So at that pocket of time, it's not ideal for you. Certainly not for you to sign contracts from whatever the form is, whether it is a marriage, whether it is business. It's not the ideal time. So if you can postpone, do. If you can't, don't. And the consequences will be that you will have to fine-tune things, but hey, that's not the end of the world, is it? But anyway, the best time, it starts in the shadow period already, that Mercury, around the 7th of the month of September, and the end of the shadow period is around the 3rd of November. So that is a pocket of time where you're going backwards and forwards. Mercury, when it comes to your thinking capacities, in the first house, which is you. So this is all about you. This is not about other people. It can be reflected though, but it's all about you. It's all about how you are reprofiling yourself in a way. So you're going to make some changes. You're going to see yourself in a different way. That's the process that is going on. And why is this more of a positive Mercury retrograde? Because some Mercury retrogrades are tough. They are very, very tough when they have another planet that they're aspecting in a difficult, challenging position. But this is not the case. On the contrary, this is a more positive Mercury retrograde. Why? And certainly when it's in your sign, it's kind of tricky, because it means that a lot of work needs to be done. But for you, you're having three times a trine to Jupiter. That's amazing. That's good news. That is opportunities. That is opportunities that are coming for you for sure in the house of you and your self-expression. The 5th house is one of my favorite houses because it's about the heart chakra. It's about enjoying yourself. It's about your children. It's about your projects that you're doing. It's about romance, love, sexuality, having fun, going to a good restaurant, or having a swim with a friend, or whatever it is how you enjoy yourself. It's the lust for life. And you have opportunities to improve that, to say the least. So yes, it can be a bit of a challenge when it comes to at first improving it. But certainly in September, on the midst of September, up until the end of September, which is like 14 days, you're going to have that trine. You're going to have that beautiful energy between Mercury in your sign and between Jupiter in a trine in your 5th house. So how amazing is that? That is something to look forward to. And that shows that there is an opportunity for you to have that new romance, to have that new project, to have that baby, even for some of you, to enjoy yourself more than ever you have ever done. So these things are gonna come to the surface. You're not gonna get it immediately in September. The first, it's gonna show itself when Mercury goes direct again around the midst of October. But you know that you're working on this, okay? So yes, there could be new romance establishing for many, many Librans. It can work out, This is Librans who've got planets between 25 degrees of Libra, because it's the retrograde is happening on that degree. So those are the Librans. Let's check it out. So if you have an ascendant around that degree or a moon, But if it's your sun sign, it's the Librans around the 15th of October and onwards. So the later part, a decan of Libra. But all of you will feel it. All of you will feel that flowing energy. And it's about people that you're going to attract that are having your best interest. They can have a different background than you. They could be from a foreign country because it's Jupiter. But it's also very friendly and very, the communication goes well, very, very easy. It's like like-minded people, so to speak, because it's Jupiter in Aquarius after all. So, and also with the connection with your children, if you have them, it can improve. Are you trying to have children? You could be having more ideas and then the results come later on, but it's definitely very positive. Or it can be if you are thinking of a new project that you're doing, or a new hobby, or a hobby that you already did in the past, maybe even when you were a child, you're picking it up again. It can bring a lot of enjoyment. It can bring a lot of positivity in your life. So this is, I know it's not life changing maybe, although, meeting someone new is life changing or can be life changing. But this is definitely very interesting energy for the Librans. Yes, the first 2 weeks, though, you have Mars still in your 12th house. So that could be a bit restless and not having a lot of energy because you can't sleep well and etc., etc. All these things. Try to remember that the restlessness comes from you wanting to avoid your blind spots. Don't do that. Just put a light on your shadow. If you've got some dreams, note them down because they can give you a lot of explanation there. And know that the first 2 weeks when you don't have that much energy, on the 15th, Mars enters your sign in Libra. So you're going to be feeling a lot more energy when that comes into your sign. So having said that, it's pretty a good month, especially when you want to do new things, start new things after the 15th. It's really, really good, but it can take a little bit of time and backwards and forwards. Right? Just like meeting someone new in a relationship, or you connected with someone that you already knew, but you're reconnecting with them. It's going to be a bit like push and pull, but not in a bad way, like pushing and pulling. No, in a way of, I'm getting to meet them and I'm pausing a little bit, I'm reassessing, that kind of thing. You're going to reassess a lot, but for the better. So be that patient with yourself and with others. And on those wise words, I want to end this little reading here. Thank you so much for watching and see you next month. Bye-bye.